Alright guys, before we dig into Tarn here, I gotta give another huge shout out to Transaren38, who sent me this figure on loan just like he did the Megatron. Link to his channel is down in the description below. Show him some love, man, because without him, these last two reviews, this one and the Megatron, would not be possible at all. So yeah, show him some love, man. So yeah, let's dig down into Tarn. Alright guys, so I'm going to say this right off the bat here. Look, I'm not even going to get nitpicky here. I'm going to get the problem, the elephant out of the room here, okay? His arms don't clip in. And this is part of the transformation, right? Like, the way that his arms hide and fold away in tank mode. This... Why? Why is that a thing? Why is that a thing on Megatron's shoulders? Why is that a thing here on Tarn? Like, I mean, pun intended, it tarnishes, get it? Tarnishes the figure. This should lock in. This should have a peg somewhere that pegs into a hole up here, or has some type of, you know, plastic stopper or something that locks it into place. We've seen it on figures before. I mean, this is a terrible design. Why? Why is it like this? And yeah, anyway, it's so stupid, man. All right, let's keep going here. So when you have the turret on the arm, there is enough friction here to hold it in place. But I mean, it's hanging on by a cat whisker, you know, like I'm barely touching it, and you guys could see it droops. And yeah, that's a pretty big issue, because one of two things is, over time, that's gonna just be a failure point for the figure, or right out of the box, you already have this problem. And the right side here is, or his left arm is tighter than his right arm, and it is significantly tighter. So again, I'm gonna say Hasbro QC strikes again, right? But see, I'm tapping it on this arm, and it's not falling down all the way. So with a little bit added friction here, I guess, maybe, if you heated up the pin with a solder pin and pushed it further in, you might be able to fix this problem. But again, that's something that we shouldn't have to do. But so we get him here. I do think he looks on point. He looks the way that he should look. It is Tarn. There is, I mean, Tarn should look a certain way. The chest and the back here is made out of clear plastic. I do worry about longevity here on this figure. So this piece right here is painted clear plastic. So this piece here is painted clear plastic. This piece here is painted clear plastic. His stomach area is painted clear plastic. And if you guys go back to my live streams when they showed the official images for this guy, that was a really big concern for me. Just because of Hasbro's clear plastic issues that they have had in the last couple of years, right? So, but I will say this, it is sculpted beautifully, man. Like, it is done extremely well here. There is no hollow bits at all. I mean, it's, like I said, it's done extremely well. Yeah, as always, from here, let's dig into the vehicle mode. Alright guys, so here we go. We got Tarn's tank mode, and I gotta say, you know, it's not a bad tank mode. It is pretty decent, and I only will give this decent, mainly because the hands are still sticking out. Okay, I don't understand why Why? These could have folded up. You could have added an extra hinge joint or something along those lines to tuck these hands in. I mean, multi-billion-dollar company here, right? And they can't figure out the hands, like where to tuck in the hands, right? One of the other issues that I have, and this is really just a nitpick, I really wish these folded down to cover up the kneecap area, whatever back here. But we do get articulation in the tank turret. Doesn't go around a full well, does it? Yeah, it does go around a full 360 degrees. It does come off, but you do get, it does come off if you go try to pull the turrets up a little too high. But you do get a little bit of up in the turret. Just a little bit, not much, you can see right here. So you do get that much up in the turret. Then on this side, you get that much up on the turret. So the reason why I have it like this is because that's more comic accurate. The turrets are supposed to be, one's supposed to be shorter than the other one. The other issue that I find here is that the peg system here, it just doesn't want to stay locked in very well. It's almost like there's a little bit of resistance there, right? That makes it want to pop out. The front guns are articulated as well, so you can, you know, I don't know, knock over someone's shin, kick them in the shin, or, you know, shoot them in the ankle, I guess, man. But yeah, all around, it's a decent tank mode at best. I just wish that, truthfully, the fist went somewhere besides just hanging out right there. I mean, an extra panel right here to fold over or something? I don't know. I'm not the designer, and that should have really been addressed. But yeah, let's go on the final thoughts. Alright, everyone. Let's give my final thoughts here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can solidly recommend this figure just based on the arm thing alone. Like, this is a glaring oversight. Again, like I said in the Megatron video, these things go through, I don't even know how many people, right? And they can't figure out that this is a fucking stupid idea here. And honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. When I got the figure, I was legitimately, like, blown away. And then when I started messing around with it, and this creeped in, it really takes a figure that should be a 10. It really tarnishes the figure. And like I said, it takes a figure that should be a 10 easily down to like a 5, a 6. Like, I mean, it is... It takes an amazing figure down to... It's okay. You know what I mean? Based on that alone. And I know that Bludgeon's coming out, and I know there's going to be a lot of people who missed out on Tarn, who are going to want to experience this. And they're probably going to pick up Bludgeon to experience the mold. So, again, be wary of that, because I doubt Hasbro is going to fix this problem. And here's the thing, right? We see it here. The knees back here plug in and lock in. You hear that? You can hear it. I mean, it's super audible. You can definitely hear it. It does click in. So there's no excuse why this is a thing. Yeah, I mean, I can see why everybody likes it. It does look really, really good. It is hyper posable here. But in this part back here is my fault. I'm not even going to harp on that. I mistransformed that. There we go. That shouldn't be flopping around. Yeah, like I said, the only real bad thing about the figure is the arm thing. Yeah, that's my final thoughts, man. The arms, and maybe I'm being a little too harsh on it, given the fact that this is a, you know, it's Megatron, right? Like, it's Megatron all over again here. But there's a lot of things here in this figure that I think that the fandom have complained about, but they're giving it a pass on Tarn here, and I just don't understand why. But yeah, that's my final thoughts on it, man. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I will see you next video, next live stream, next whatever it is. So as always, baby, cut it out. Later.